Hey, this is Timothy from Master of Memory here with a demonstration about how to use the major system to turn numbers into names, which are a lot easier to remember. So you can turn long strings of digits, like this one, into something much more memorable, a string of names. So first of all, I'm assuming you already know how the major system works, how you can turn any digit into a consonant, and from that, turn it into a word. Now, it is cool to be able to turn numbers into words, but it does take a little bit of time because you have to think about what words you want to use. Instead, if you have a list of ready-made words, or names in this case, where you turn any two-digit number into a name, then it's a lot faster because you already have something predetermined and you don't have to make any decisions about it. So in order to make this work, you have to come up with a list of 100 names that correspond to 100 numbers. The best names to use are two consonant names, simple names like John and Sarah, which don't really have any consonants other than those that you're going to use for the two-digit number. So John turns into 62, and Sarah turns into 04 very easily. Some other names that you can use would be names where the stressed syllable and the first syllable of the name are the same thing, so the first syllable is stressed, and it only has two consonants, like Sherlock. So Sherlock in total would be 6457, but the sure part is 64. So that works for 64 if you just leave off the rest of it. And then Timothy also would be 131, but the stressed syllable is Tim, so Timothy could turn into 13. Elizabeth is also a good option because even though the first syllable is E, that doesn't have any consonants, so the first syllable with consonants is also the stressed syllable, and that's Liz, which turns into 50. Some names to avoid would be names like Hermione, where the stressed syllable is far into the word, so you're thinking Mayan, MN, but that's in the middle of the word, so it's difficult to use. It's kind of buried in the middle of the word. Or Christopher, where the stressed syllable is the first syllable, but it has too many consonants surrounding it. So Chris is 3 consonants instead of 2. It's a little harder to work with. Now, once you've come up with all 100 names that work well for you, that are very memorable and that you can easily tie to these numbers based on the major system, it becomes very easy to memorize long strings of digits. For example, this long number would easily be broken down into two-digit pairs, and then you can turn it into all these names: Elizabeth, Sherlock, John, Sarah, Timothy, and Nicholas. Carrying that string of names around in your head is a lot easier than carrying a long number around in your head, and so you can easily remember long numbers using number pegs based on names of people you know or people that are very memorable to you. If you found this video helpful, click like and subscribe to this channel so you can get more updates on things like this. If you're not sure where I'm coming from or what the major system is, make sure to go to masterofmemory.com/advanced for a full explanation of how to use advanced mnemonics like these to memorize numbers.